Well, that was difficult, wasn't it? Manchester City 1-1 away at Real Madrid at the Bernabeu. And to be honest, I'm feeling pretty positive. I know some people will think we could have done better. Maybe we could have. But I'm going to sit here and tell you why absolutely this was a pretty decent night of football. You got to take that. I was just sat here thinking about how good Real Madrid are. Real Madrid are phenomenal. I don't think there's any team in world football that they play the occasion as well as they do. They really are masters of getting up for games like this and intimidating you on stages like this, especially at home at the Bernabeu with the magic they've got, the crowd they've got. And let's be honest, they sort of intimidate referees to be on their side as well. They just have this sense of drama and melodrama that feeds so nicely into competitions like this. The Champions League is a competition full of emotion. And prestige, it is, I can't deny it. And it suits certain clubs, and it's just how it is. It just suits the home team, and it suits Real Madrid. And you can sense that they feel so comfortable within their skin. And you can't really play a team with the quality of Modric and Benzema and fucking Vinicius and not really suffer a little bit. And Real Madrid were excellent. They were absolutely excellent. And I think City coming away, not undeservedly with a draw, and I think not undeservedly at all, is a really good performance given the context of this game and given how, even though City started well, and we did start well by the way, they were allowed to kick us. They were allowed to kick us. And they were allowed to try and grind us down. And the referee made it very clear that he was going to let him get away with doing that. And City did look a bit tired then and a little bit leggy and lost a bit of momentum. That can happen. The point is you got to hang in there and find a way to try and get yourself back into it. And at the end of the day, it was two world-class goals. That's what it sort of was at the end that separated the teams, and not separated them, that tied the teams. And the stats, look, they show a game that was pretty even, you know. 44% to 56% possession, 6 shots on targets in there, 4. Overall, it was a pretty even game. It doesn't feel like it because the City fans were used to us controlling games and being totally on top. You can't do that away at the Bernabeu. You can't do it for 90 minutes. You have moments and you got to defend, and you got a sense that they're just going to be up for it. They find a little bit of magic. And to me, when I look at this and look at the bigger picture, I'm happy with it. I think you also got to be aware that the players are just fucking knackered. I know it's not easy, but that was a 30-degree stadium tonight with players tired after travelling and so on. And I think they struggled a little bit with the fitness of it. Maybe we should have made some changes, but I think they struggled a little bit getting going. By the way, that De Bruyne strike, I'm just watching it right now. It's on the highlights. I mean, you will rarely see a ball struck sweeter than that. An absolute insanely good finish. But we should be positive. I know you may be tempted to watch this right now and not feel positive, but trust me, Blues, you should be, because we take them back to the Etihad, which is an absolute fortress. Oh, did you, Mark? Mate, I didn't notice. Mark gifted 5 subs at the end. Mark, thank you very, very much, mate. I think I just probably pressed finish. Mark, you're a legend. Thank you so much, pal. Sorry that I missed that, mate. Sorry that I missed that, but thank you so much, Mark, you superstar. Thank you very much, man. Wonder who got them. But yes, that was... that's a good night. It was a good night. Please do hit the like button, by the way. Let's get the likes up on this video. And of course, do subscribe if you are a fan of this kind of content. But I'm here genuinely to say that we should be pretty calm about that. The goal was outstanding. So was theirs, by the way. 2 world-class strikes. There is something about Madrid, and I don't think there's any shame in admitting it. I think in general, we have to accept that they are a very fucking good side. They just play these games just so wonderfully, and I think that's absolutely a normal thing. I've done it again, Mark. Thank you so much, mate. Mark's gifting out memberships everywhere. You can have one. All right, Oprah. Mark's gifting them out. Thank you so much, man. Pac-Man, Jonathan, Sebastian, Samuel, and Carlos. Welcome to the club, man. Mark, you superstar. Thank you so much. But I know we can sit there and go, City weren't at the very best today. We could do more. That's definitely true. But I think the fact that we can get a draw at the same time still be in this tie, they've taken back to our fortress. It's a good result. It's a really good result. I thought we could nick it and maybe get a 2-1, but I would take a 1-1 draw. And I think Guardiola will probably say the same, that this is actually a good result. Carl Kenny with a super chat there said subs could have changed the game for the result, for the better, but also for the worse. In the end, the result is a good one. And to leave Madrid with all still to play for is always a good result. The sub things is a really interesting one. You're probably right, and you're also probably wrong. Who knows? That's the point I guess you're making. Like, you don't really know, and Guardiola is very much a fan of, if it ain't necessarily fully broke, don't fix it. The way Guardiola feels, which goes against how we feel as a fan, is that subs can really change the flow of a game dramatically. like in a positive way, but also in a really negative way. And he's very risk adverse, Guardiola. I wanted to see subs. I want to see Foden in particular because I don't think we're keeping the ball very well, and a little bit of magic might have been nice. But Guardiola sees risk. He sees unsettled players coming in and trying to make trying to catch up to the speed of the game, and it's not really adapting. That's what Guardiola sees, and he also sees tired players that probably could do with staying on the bench and then coming on and giving those a rest at the weekend too. I don't know. Guardiola's very much his own man these ways. As much as I agree that I wanted some substitutions, it's weird. I get the logic behind it, even if I don't necessarily agree. Kyle, it's a good super chat, mate. It's a very good point to make. Ultimately, I guess he will feel vindicated that we are through where we are, because it's Real Madrid. It's Real Madrid. We didn't want to push ourselves. You could really tell the players did not want to really push and take any risks. Like, it's not what I would have done personally, but it didn't feel like a polished Manchester City performance today. And there's nothing wrong with that sometimes. Just get the job done, survive it a little bit, and just move on. Move on. Bring them back. How many of you guys, put your hands up with emoji, how many guys would have took a 1-1 draw to finish them off at the Etihad tonight with no away goals, don't forget? How many guys would you have taken that at the start of the night? Be honest, man. Be honest. I would, because I think we can beat them at the Etihad. I really do believe that. And I think this is where our confidence will kick in. To me, I'm relaxed. I think people are. The hands are coming up in the chats. It's a good result. It's a good result, trust me, because they're fucking good. I think we can... Look, it's weird with Madrid. I think we can pretend... We know that we can beat them, and we know that maybe we could be better than them. But are we better than them in the Champions League? No, we're just not. They are better than us in the Champions League, and we have to admit that. Like, the Real Madrid's level, the Champions League level, they're not necessarily the same thing. But we are probably a better footballing side than them, but they are a more experienced Champions League side, and they have that magic at the Bernabeu. I can't deny that. The overlap there, is that actually the overlap? Hello to the overlap in the chat. Good to see the overlap there, saying amazing result. Is that... I agree with the overlap. Gary Neville's the overlap there in the comment. It is a good result. It is a good result. And I'm buzzing for it, man. I'm buzzing for it. We have to see the bigger picture. We have to see the bigger picture, basically. That's a very good comment, Pep, by the way. He said, they let you play your game, but they know how to win it. That's a good point. They're wily, they're experienced, they're emotional. They do let you play your game, but they also know how to win it. They know how just to get under your skin. And you know what? I think there's a relative acceptance. Like, you sort of have to play them. You have to let them be them. You have to survive it. Like, I don't think there's anything wrong with just admitting that Real Madrid are going to be Real Madrid at the Bernabeu and then just try and do it. Do it back at ours. Look, we did it, We got the victory against Bayern at home. Then we got a draw away. A draw away tonight. Do the same. Why not? Why not? There is nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that at all. The only thing is, of course, we're tired. And we are obviously tired. We are very obviously tired. But is it the worst thing in the world? Can we get through it? Look, confidence plays a part. Look, I can't imagine the players being as tired as they are when they're back at the Etihad, when we've got to win to get to the final. You got to bear in mind as well, last time we played at the Bernabeu, we lost 3-1. So, that's also something to consider. It's very, very, very difficult. Individually, I don't know, individually, it's there wasn't many classic performances. Walker had a decent-ish game, still a moment of brilliance for Vinicius. I thought he had some good one-on-one defending moments. Diaz did. But then, to be honest, everyone was a little bit sloppy passing. Gundogan didn't have his best game. KDB didn't. But at the same time, KDB scored a wonder goal, a stupidly good goal. And Jack Grealish lost his temper from Carvajal. Defended nicely, Bernardo did. But there was sloppiness from Bernardo and from Rodri. And Ederson had a good game. He did. He made some nice saves. But I think it's fine. I can't expect perfection. I just can't. It's just hard. It's hard to, and this felt like a City side that was mature enough to understand. It's different. It's difficult. Sorry, big yawn there. I'm very tired. Vinny Jr. is wonderful. There was lazy moments, but there was tired moments. I mean, I wouldn't say lazy, just tired and jaded. Gundogan wasn't himself today, he wasn't, but Gundogan, it was immense at the weekend, and Gundogan is just, he's a world-class player, but it is what it is, Foden, Alvarez, Mahrez for Everton. Well, let's be honest, we've got a few days now, because it's Tuesday. We don't play until Sunday, which is nice. So we do have a few days for some players to get a little bit of rest. I suspect probably all of them will play. That'd probably be, I'd probably see them all play, I reckon. Foden should definitely start. Mahrez probably will too. And then we'll probably see all those changes. Then this team will probably play again versus Real Madrid. Look, to be honest, look at it this way. To win the Champions League, you've got to suffer. You have to suffer. You have to. You have to suffer at some point. And Real Madrid will make you suffer in this competition more than anyone else in the world, because they are that good. And to only concede one, and not concede that many chances, if we're being honest, let's look at the positives. The Vinny didn't really beat Walker much. He didn't. He had that long-range goal cutting inside, but they didn't create many big chances. A couple of decent moments for Benzema, but it wasn't like they battered us. They didn't bang the door down and create chance after chance after chance. They didn't. And we can pretend that they did, but it wasn't the story of the game. It really, really wasn't. They were good, but they weren't incredible. And I don't think we should fear it too much, Overall, we defended pretty well. They defended pretty well. We looked tired. They had the stadium and the occasion behind them. And I think, to be honest, we need to remember that, Real Madrid are so fucking good. They are so fucking good, so fucking experienced. And we are still the pretenders at this. As much quality as we've got, we are still pretenders. I want to be better. I want to be better than them. But I don't know. I don't know. It's going to be great. It's going to be great next week. The Etihad will be rocking. We will be absolutely up for it. And I just can't wait to see how this goes down. I've got a feeling we could witness a really special night. Guys, please do hit the like button, by the way. 500 people watching and just 89 likes. Let's get the likes up and do subscribe to the channel. To me, it's what I think. I'm looking forward to seeing Guardiola's quotes, by the way, because I think Guardiola will be very honest, and I think he'll turn around and go, guys, it's the Real Madrid Champions League. Guys, you have to suffer. I'll stop doing that accent now. But he will say that. He'll talk about how it's Real Madrid. You've got that. It's Real Madrid. And he'll say that, and he'll talk about, you can't go to Real Madrid and dominate for the whole game. You just can't. It's just not possible. It isn't possible. And that's just how it is. It is how it is. Those likes are going up. Good. A like spike from Spike. Let's get those likes up. Already a quote from Rodri, by the way. Rodri said, we stayed in the game with our philosophy. We kept the face, kept playing even though it was difficult. The key was shooting from the front area. I tried sometimes, then Kevin finds the goal. Yeah. Was that a man of the match for KDB, by the way? Look at this over here. You'll love to see it. That's our Ginger Prince, isn't it? The man of the match there. He didn't have his best game, but he did as much magical things as anyone else did in that pitch, and that to me is what really matters. KDB, love you, pal. Look at that beautiful man there. Smash that like button, Steve comes in. Thank you for Kate, it's very kind of you. Overlap in the chat. Hi or goodbye. Is that Chris? Good to see you, mate. How you feeling about the result? This was Leipzig away. Yeah, this was Bayern Munich away. This was. I'm happy. I'm happy. They're such a vibes team. Haaland, to be honest, struggled to get into it, but then so did our forward line, Mr. JFT. We know Haaland is the kind of guy that, look, he needs the ball. There's no shame in that. Look, Haaland is always going to be the guy who needs the ball. I have no problem with that at all. And if we don't feed him that much. He had a couple of half chances, but they're not big chances. If we don't feed him, that is what it is. Guardiola's been interviewed now, by the way. So looking forward to what he's saying. Guys, tell me if he goes, guys, Real Madrid away. The Bernabeu. I bet he does. I bet he says that. I guarantee he says something like that. He'll talk about, it being a good result and get him home and all that kind of stuff. Watch him just say it was shite and we should have smashed him. Watch him just totally get it wrong. Me get it wrong there. I don't know, man. I am confident. I'm confident. I just think we can beat him. I just think we can beat them. I think we can do at the Etihad. Why not? Why not, man? Why not? What's he saying then? What's Pep saying? I need to see some Pep quotes. Well, Guardiola said simply, when we were better, they scored. When they were better, we scored. It is as simple as that, by the way. It is as simple as that. I think the game was much more even than people made it out to be. It just doesn't feel it because when you're away and they attack, the crowd's more tense. And it sounds desperate. It feels desperate. And we're not used to that. We're used to being in control. But if our crowd was as loud, it would have felt the same the other way around, if that makes sense. But he's right. When we were better, they scored, and vice versa. It's pretty much the sum of it, really. I think the game was pretty even overall. And I mean, let's just deep that as well. By the way, Real Madrid, literally royalty, the kings of this competition. There's no team in the world that dominates the competition like Real Madrid do, and we've gone away in a semi-final and got a draw there. Look, what more? Look, we are matching them, and I think we can beat them at the Etihad. That's something to be proud of, man. That's something to be proud of, surely, and we get the crowd. It'll be a cauldron. That's the crazy thing. Mark with a super chat, my main man Mark, on the mark as usual, says, we're winning it all this year. I hope you're right, mate. I hope you're right. Says, everyone forgets they beat us 3-1 last year at the Bernabeu, and we won 4-3 at the Etihad. We'll win the rest. Oh, God, I love it, mate. That's the thing, is this is an improvement on last season. We looked a bit leggy, a little bit tired. By the way, the heat is something to consider. I know some of you guys will be from hot countries, but if you're not from a hot country, like I am not, and suddenly you're tired and you're playing at 8 p.m., oh, probably what time was it in Spain? 9 p.m. in 30-degree heat, and you're tired. It's difficult. I guarantee you. It's very difficult. Oh, Scott, you superstar. Scott, big dub in the chat for Scott. Scott's gifting the memberships out again, man. 5 memberships gifted out from Scott to Lindo, to Dosey, to Powell, to Sophie Daniel Baby, to Blue Moon. Oh, look at that, man. Look at that. What an absolute beautiful man. What a beautiful man. To Mark and Scott, my superstars, man. My superstars. Legends, a lot of yous. I love it. I absolutely love it. Things you love to see. So, I know I've talked to you all, guys, and I've been very positive here. Is anyone, and be on it, you're allowed to be. I want to read some of your comments. Is anyone feeling negative after that? And if so, why? Look, Ben, by the way, the memberships are randomly chosen, mate, unfortunately, so you can't gift them out. It's just randomly chosen. But yeah, is anyone feeling negative? If so, why? Let me know why. And look, it's an open thing here. We're all allowed to be it. Mark's just gifted a number 10. Fucking hell. I need to add about 40, 50 names to this wall. I haven't got around to doing it. I'll do it. Oh, God. You absolute superstar, Mark, mate. You superstar. Thank you so much, Mark. Massively appreciate it. Who's got memberships? Mehul, Cassian, Kevel, Sleepy Sun, Ezwa Babu, Brand, Vishal, Cody, Ming Yi. Oh, you fucking legends, mate. Absolute legends. Thank you, mate. Thank you so much. Perfect as well. The super chat says we went out there trying not to lose. That's the reality. 1-1 in Madrid is great. Second leg is going to be a show, though. I think that's probably true. I think that is probably true. We did go out there not to lose, and I know that probably irks with some of us, but you got to be smarter in this competition. You can't. You just can't win every game. You just fucking can't, unfortunately. It is how it is. It's just, that's the reality. That is the reality. Mark, Scott, perfect. You're all fucking heroes. You're absolute heroes. Members everywhere. You can have one. It's wonderful stuff. By the way, I do love this collection of man of the matches here for De Bruyne in the Champions League, by the way. Here we go. Let's have a look. Let's have a look at the others. Got so many Champions League man of the matches there. For a guy who's apparently shite in the Champions League, he gets an awful lot of man of the matches, Funny that, isn't it? Funny that. World-class player doing world-class things. What more can you say? Zachary with a super chat as well. So it's not really negative overall, but just a bit disappointed with Kev's passing. He's been brilliant, but seemed a bit tired today. I agree. I absolutely agree with that. I think I actually said, look, to be honest, I went, thank you very much, Christian, by the way. Very kind. I actually said seconds before the thing, I went, he's not playing very well at the moment. I don't think he had a particularly good, game other than the goal. But yeah, Zachary, I think I get that. I think we could have done. I think I would say in general, I agree with the disappointment. I get the disappointment in terms of we could have done a little bit more. We could have done a bit more. It would have been nice, wouldn't it? Fucking hell, Mark, mate. I hope there's a cost of living crisis here, mate, which I very much appreciate your support for. But I hope you can afford this, Mark. But you're an absolute fucking superstar. Look at Mark, mate. He's just giving out 10 more. I need a membership target, don't I? Jesus, I don't even know what to do, Mark. How do I ever thank you, Mark? Mark is giving out one to Louis Oddy. He's got one. Adam's got one. Francis has got one. Tamir's got one. Tamer, sorry. Crush. Asiku. Philip. Luca. King. I'm just going to bow down to Mark, mate. Mark, I'm going to give you a man of the match trophy, mate. Absolutely. Jesus Christ, pal. Absolutely fucking legend. I love you, pal. Channel YouTube says Haaland 1 out of 10. Jack and Silva were ass. Pep 2. Well, there we go. So there's the YouTube channel there with the views. Haaland didn't have his best game. I don't think Bernardo Jack neither, to be honest. And Pep could have changed it, I agree. So there we go. But there's your honest opinions, mate. And I don't think anyone had a great game. I probably would agree with that. So fair play, man. Fair play. It's your take. Thanks for the support, channel YouTube. I do appreciate the super chat. I don't 1,000,000,000% agree, but it's your call, mate, and I'm not gonna tell you you're wrong. Okay, Mark, we'll win them all, mate. There we go. We'll win them all, Mark. I'm on the hype train. I'm on the hype train, pal. The hype train. Mark is a G. He's an absolute fucking G, and so is Scott, of course, and so are all you guys, man. Absolute legends. Haaland was very silent tonight, says Ming with a super chat as well. Yeah, he was. I can't deny it. He absolutely was. He was. He genuinely was. But it is what it is. He's always quiet unless you feed him. I sort of don't mind. And Haaland comes alive. Your City come alive, and I think we know that. I don't think it's anything new. I think you're right. And I would have liked to see him a bit more involved. But to be honest, we didn't really get up the pitch very much, did we? We were just pretty. He was lively. He was running about, but we just didn't get the ball to him very much. Guys, I can do a fan view live now if you want me to. I can get on, but I can only do half an hour potentially. Sebastian, it says great result with a super chat as well. It says remember we played at the hardest stadium to win the Champions League. Nervy, but we got the job done to take it to the Etihad. That's how I feel about it. It really is the hardest stadium. There's nowhere quite like it, and I don't think there's any shame in that once again. Insanely good team. It is a good result. I'm not sure if it's great or is it. I'm saying good, Sebastian. You're saying great, but I understand the great shouts. It's just a horrible game, wasn't it? That's the thing, Sebastian. Like it was just so disruptive. Like the diving from Carvajal and Cruz. The constant yellow cards that were never given. We definitely lost our focus a little bit, but they're the dirty tactics that Real Madrid get involved in. It makes it difficult, doesn't it? It does, Sebastian. And I think you're probably right. That given the context of everything, it is a probably good result. Guys, let's get the likes up. By the way, I repeat myself there. It'd be really appreciated. Please do subscribe as well if you're new to the channel. Get the likes up to get to 300. Can we do to 300? Also, that push on Grealish. When he just Carvajal just pushed him into the boards, like what the fuck? How does he get away with that? It's genuinely dangerous. It's really dangerous when they push him into the boards. Like that to me, I think there's shouts for a red card for that when they do that. Seriously, it's really fucking nasty. Like I don't understand how stuff like this gets away. I saw someone tweet about it now saying it should be a red card, should be a minimum ban. Like, it's really fucking dangerous. Like, just because someone doesn't get hurt, it doesn't mean it isn't. And then he fucking rolled him out like an absolute pussyhole, like, as he always does. Nah, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, as pretending that he's been hit. Nah, I'm not happy about it at all. They're saying the ball went out of play, by the way, for the De Bruyne goal. ESPN using their own VAR, which is wild to say that the good ball went out of play. Well, I don't know. I don't fucking know. Super chat from channel YouTube again saying Foden, Haaland, Riyad for the second leg. No more defence, FC. I would like to see City go for it too, actually. I'd like to see Foden playing this. I agree. Foden in particular, mate. And Riyad to get it as well. Go for it. Run at him. Create stuff. I actually don't think that's a terrible shout, mate, to be honest. A little bit of aggression. Go for it. Why not, man? Why not? Thank you for the support, pal. Maybe you will, Mark. Maybe you will do, man. Maybe you will do. Mark's on one tonight. Do you think the game will be more up in the second leg? To be honest, I think we'll be better. I think we'll play the occasion a little bit better. Look, there's so many things that go their way. There's so many things that go their way, and it's hard. It's hard when you're to play there. It's hard to play there. It's difficult. It really is. But it is what it is. It is what it is. We've got the result. Bring them back to ours. Grealish, by the way, really nice Grealish quote here, by the way, which I really like. And Grealish said, He said, I had a text from my mum before game saying, these are nights you dreamed of as a kid, and it's true. Playing in the semi-final Champions League that everyone in the world was probably watching, sometimes you pinch yourself. Well, you belong there, pal. So, Grealish, I'm happy for Grealish, and I really like the honesty there. Once again, as always, he's wonderful, Grealish, with the chats, and he did have his best game, but he did all right. Kyle Kenny with the super chat said Guardiola absolutely came with the mindset of not losing. He got what he wanted. Been burned too many times before. Set up well for the second leg. I think that's true. I think he's right, to be honest. Just this is the most difficult game. Just get it out of the way. Get it out of the way. And I know it's not what we want as fans, but what we want as fans isn't always the right thing to do. And ultimately, I think Guardiola will feel vindicated. I think he will. I think he will do. It's the right call, and we got away with it. So yeah, I'm sorry, I zoned out a little bit there because I was reading another comment. Channel YouTube, he's not a fan of Jack Grealish, says we bought Jack for 100 million to do well defensively. Well, he has got 11 assists this season, pal. His assists have gone up, so he's defends really well. But he actually created a big chance, to be fair, as well for Haaland at one point. I don't think anyone's really created chances in the half. I know what you mean. I do want a winger like Vinicius as well, but we can't ignore that Grealish has been getting better, mate. He has been getting better. Kieran as well with a super chat says 34 years a fan. There were times when nights like this were just a pipe dream. Negativity about result is very odd to me. Easy to forget where we were. I agree, Kieran. Absolutely, pal. I mean, to go away to the Bernabeu and see them defend at the start, which they were doing, by the way. They did sit back and get a 1-0 draw, and us feel like it isn't the perfect the perfect result. Isn't that crazy? Isn't it crazy, by the way? It's a really, really weird feeling. But that's where we are, and I think it's probably sometimes worth repeating and just deepen that a little bit. Kieran, you're spot on, pal. Simar says Madrid needed one more goal. One all is great for City. Yeah, I think City will be happier than Madrid. I think Madrid were really hoping that they'd get a goal. I understand why as well. I think that would make a massive difference for them. I think it really would. But, you may be right. I think it's a better result. Is it a better result for City or Madrid? Look, that's the ultimate question. I'll do a poll right now. Who is the result better for? There we go. I've done a poll. I want to see what you all say. I mean, us 100% says sub 2. I mean, that's it. I mean, that's the point then. Like, there we go. Everyone's saying 99% so far. All the votes coming in, 93 votes. Well, there we go. I mean, that says it all. That's the perspective. To me, like, there we go. So you all pretty much agree it's a better result for us. So that's why I would turn around and say be positive, Like, it is. Madrid will be frustrated by that. They will be. So there we go. That is the big picture. That's it. That's the big picture there. That's the takeaway, isn't it? That's the takeaway from this game. I'm happy about that. I'm really happy about it. Guys, should I do a fan view live? I've only got like half an hour though because I'm fucking exhausted. I was up at 5 a.m. because of Ruben this morning. Should I do a fan view live? But half an hour, so I know loads of people will jump on, but I'll sort of close it at some point. Look, I know some people want to get on and have a chat, but it'll have to be first come first serve because I can't do ages. I really can't. So the link will be in the community tab. Give me 5 minutes to set it up, and I will do. Osmodeus with a super chat saying there was a change in possession after Bernardo kept keeping on sidelines. If it was out, it can't be checked by VAR. Is that true? It can't be. Did they not check throw-ins? I don't really know. Maybe they haven't got the technology, but you know what? I don't really fucking care. They should have had about 2 fucking red cards. Osmodeus, that's interesting. Yeah, I saw that, but fuck Madrid. So, Sneaker Stone says, I feel super chat said I felt we was quite sloppy in possession at times, but I'm happy and we showed great fight. I'll take that result. Walker excellent. Exactly. I agree. Why don't I do 2 fan view lives? A little one now and another one tomorrow. There we go. I'll do half an hour now and then another one tomorrow. Sneaker Stones, you're right, mate. Mark, that's mad, mate. Sorry, Mark, if you got... What was the super chat, Mark? What was it, mate? Oh, sorry, pal. Well, either way, Mark, we appreciate you, man. You're an absolute legend. You're my super chat, man. You really are. You're 14-time winners, yeah, and they didn't go up. We pulled it back. I think that's the best way to look at it. Right, guys, I will be live again in 5 minutes' time. I'll do the fan view live. I'll get ready for it. With the fan view live, I'll keep everyone just a few minutes at a time because I want to make sure everyone gets a chance to have a chat. Right, guys, I'll catch you in a bit. Fan view live. If you're a member right now, by the way, Patreons and members, the fan view live. I put the link in the community tab, so if you go to my channel, Kick Community, you'll find the link there to join on StreamYard, and we can have a chat together. So I can't look forward to it. Right, guys, subscribe, like, up the blues. See you in a bit. See you in 5 minutes.